Welcome to Narrowboat Precious Jet. My name is Steve Tyrrell and you join us on the Coventry Canal at Swan Lane Wharf in Coventry. Today is Tuesday the 19th of October. Wasn't at the boat last week, as a lot of you guys know, but I'm back here now, and this week I should be here today, tomorrow, and probably Thursday, Friday as well. We'll get a few jobs done. We'll see how far we get. I dare say we won't get as far as I want to get, because I never do, but let's have a quick look then to see how far, well, not to see how far we get, but to see what jobs I'd like to do this week if possible. So let me just turn you around and we'll sort that out now. So the worktops are all oiled, nice and ready to go. So this one I'm not going to screw into place yet. This is the one above the fridge. The one on this side I do want to start working on. In the corner here I'd like to get the oven fitted in, so I think that's going to be the major job for this week, is to get the oven fitted. So I'm going to get rid of all this stuff off here and get rid of the cardboard off the bottom, and then try and fit the worktop. This is the side of the oven board. It's okay, it's not great, but it's okay, it'll have to do for now. I'm not gonna sand this back and repaint it again. It's okay for now, it looks all right, and that's all I need, is it for it to look all right, you know. So, well, saying that, it doesn't look all right, it looks really good, but there's just a couple of lines on it, and I'd like to have got rid of them, but yeah, we're fast running out of time, and I just want to get jobs done and get jobs sorted. So let's see how far we get with this week anyway. So like I said, we need to clear this off and fit the worktop. And then once we're fitting the worktop, we can fit the hob in the end, and at this end we can start fitting the oven as well. So, and then once the hob and the oven fitted, we can start thinking about fitting the sink in, and then screwing the worktop down in place, because everything else is screwed in, you know, the cupboards are screwed in, so they're nice and tight, so it just needs the worktop putting in place. I would like to put a little bit of insulation under here before I do the worktops, but that's not a major importance. I can do that at any point really. Well, I need to do it before I fit the worktop, but yeah. So right, let's start looking at clearing up and making space to do the worktop. Okay, that looks really good. Quite happy with that. And then got my whiteboard here. This is for the oven box, so this will fit. Just excuse me a minute. When that's fitted, if I just put you here a minute, just put you there a second. Once that's in place, that's how that will look. Obviously it'll have an oven in the front of it, but that's not too bad, and we can still get to the gas pipe fitting on the top, because the shelf will be removable, so we can still see the gas pipe fitting there. So that's, I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, it's looking all right, it's looking good. Yeah, so I need to pull this out again now then. Put a screw in the back here to hold that joint there nice and tight. I might even go and get a bit of dowel in, there. I don't think I've got any dowel on the boat, but go and get some, drill a hole, go and get some dowel, glue that in place, and then I can screw the cooker in then. I think a screw would do plenty. I think a screw would do quite a good job of holding it. It only has to hold it in place, doesn't have to do anything else apart from hold it. You know, so I mean, I could even do a router bit of the inside here in there and put a biscuit in, and that'd do the same job. You know, if I routed it out and put a biscuit in, that'd do exactly the same job. So okay, let's get on with it and keep going. Only here for a couple of hours today, so may as well make the most of it, you know. That looks alright, doesn't it? I quite like the white. The white and the wood goes very well together. Yeah, I quite like that. Right, just finished making the gas pipe for the hob, the cooker. So this is your gas fitting here. This left hand one goes off to the oven. This is the right hand one that goes to the hob at the top, and that just goes up around the outside and then connects up to here. Look, just connects there with a little junction. So it's not connected yet, this is just a trial fit, and then once I know I've got it in the right place, I'll go and get some copper, some little brass clamps to hold that down, and that'll hold that to the bottom of the worktop then. But that's quite a nice fit. I'm quite happy with that. It's there's no stress joints. These are nice and loose, so they move around quite freely. So when I put the olive in there, they're not going to be stressed. And this one's the same. There's no real stress on the joint at all, so it won't be pulled out of shape, causing a gas leak. So that should be good. But yeah, a little bit wobbly there. Look, I had to do a couple of little bends to make it fit, but it went in. It's in there, and it'll get hidden by the drawers, and you won't see it, and it will. That'll be quite nice. That will. Okay. Just on our way to the city dump, getting rid of some rubbish out the back of the 130. Welcome back to the boat. Today is Wednesday the 20th of October. Been to the tip already this morning, which you saw a little bit of, and we're at the boat now to do a few more jobs today. We're not going to be here for a very long time today again. Night shifts are ragging at me at the moment. I'm struggling to get some sleep. So last night, well, yesterday afternoon, I think I had about 3 hours sleep. Worked all night. Had really heavy rain, had quite bad weather all night last night. So today, consequently, I'm rather knackered. Right, so I've got a few jobs to do today. I want to finish off doing the gas pipe, and I want to fix that counter down on the cooker side, so that once the gas pipe's fitted, because the underside of the gas pipe is going to be screwed to the counter, the gas pipe is going to be screwed to the underside of the counter. I need the counter to be fairly fixed, so that it won't pull the gas pipe out and cause any leaks. So that's going to be one of the jobs I do today, is screw the counter down and fix the gas pipe in place. And then once the counter's screwed down, I can then think about fitting the oven box. To screw the counter down, I've got to have the sink in place, because once the counter's fixed, I can't get the sink in. So there's a couple of jobs I need to do to the sink before I screw it in place. One of them is to redo the drain, because I moved the position of the drain when I first fitted it. I had the drain on the right hand side as you look at the sink, and now I've got the drain on the left hand side as you look at the sink. So I moved the drain at the bottom. There's like an L-shaped exit for the faucet, not for the faucet, for the drain hole. So I'll move that, so I've got to reseal that and put that in the right position, and then once I've got that resealed, I can put the sink in place in the countertop, screw the countertop down, fit the gas pipe for the hob, then I can start looking at fitting the box in properly for the oven. And then once that's in, I can get the gas man to come around, check it before I do any more work, just so that I'm not fixing something in that I'm going to have to take out in the future if there is a gas leak or something that needs a bit of attention. So let's crack on today. As I say, I'm only going to be here for a couple of hours, then I want to go home and go to bed. So, all right, let's see how far we get. Okay. Right, that's the drain in the sink fitted. I used silicone, and when I bought a few other bits a while back, I got these little round plastic washers, spacers. But they're designed to fit under the actual sink it's you know, the waste itself for showers and stuff like that, you know. But it made a good filler for the back of that. Where did I put the? So that's what was on it. It's a little bit of lead sheet just cut up with a hole in it, but it's starting to rust out. Well, not rust out, but it's starting to deteriorate, look, and fall apart. So I've used the plastic with a bit of silicone, and that fits a treat. The plastic and the silicone fill any holes, any voids that's in the back there, and that does the job. And then I just have to put this on now. This just screws onto it, and then that's just a reducer on the end there to take it down to the right size for the waste pipe. When I do fit the waste pipe, I might see if I can heat it up and put it over this second notch here and cut that one off. If I can do that, then if I cut that off, I can drill this hole out a bit bigger, and it'll make the sink drain a lot quicker, because that hole's only tiny lot at the moment. If I can make it a lot bigger, that would be a lot better. That would be a hell of a lot better. But I'm sure I can. But the trouble is, the pipe you buy, I don't know if I've got any around actually. No, I don't think I have. The pipe itself is like a reinforced with string, so you can't stretch it a great deal because it just won't have it. It's not like using just have I got any in the bottom there now? No, I did have some lying around. I don't know what I've done with it. No, I can't see it. Yeah, it's got like a string reinforcement in it, and even when you heat it up, you can't stretch it very much because it's just not suitable for stretching. Can't see any. Yeah, never mind. I had some in a plastic bag here somewhere, and I don't know what I did with it. But it's only an old offcut. Oh, there it is. There it is. Let me show you. So this is the tube, look, and it's got this nylon string embedded in it, and it just stops you swelling it. But that there fits on the end of that a treat, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get it any bigger. Sorry, you're in the sun there, aren't you? Let's just put this on here for a minute. Even a liberal application of heat, I don't think I'll get it big enough to go over that, because that's nearly as big as the pipe itself. I just can't see it happening. I can't see it doing it. So I might just have to make do with a little hole. But it'll still drain. It'll still drain out okay. It will just take a while, that's all, you know. Okay. Right, let's see if we can get this on the bottom of the sink and see exactly where we need to fit it. All I'll do with this is I'll put some silicone on the threads, and then I'll screw it in. It's not the best way of doing it, but it's a way of doing it. And it'll once the silicone sets, it will seal it and hold the thread in place. I did have some PTFE tape lying around somewhere. Might see if I can find that and put a bit of that on as well, maybe, just to make it easier to get off in the end. Right, stand by. Okay, just a quick note to myself. Lifting that bloody thing on your own is hard, because just dropped it and broke the top of the cupboard. So that's top of the cupboard in here. So I mean, it was only chipboard anyway, or OBS, whatever they call it, chipboard, OBS, whatever it is. So it's not very strong. However, that sink is bloody heavy. So I'm gonna cut a piece of ply. Ply will be a lot stronger than the OBS or chip. So I'm gonna cut a piece of ply board to fit. That should do the job. Should be okay. Yeah. Bagger. Oh well. I've got some ply over there. However, that's going to be tomorrow's job now, because I'm knackered. I'm going home. Once I dropped that, I decided it was time to finish. I'm obviously not as strong as I used to be, because there would have been a time I'd have tossed that sink around on my own, no problem at all. Sign of age, I suppose. Okay guys, see you tomorrow. Have a nice afternoon. Okay, welcome back to the boat. Today's Thursday. I'm not sure the date. 21st? Yeah, it could be the 21st. So anyway, after yesterday's cock up, I've been around the back and I've cut another piece of wood. I've used a bit of phenolic ply. Let me just turn you around and show you. So I've cut some phenolic ply, look, that should now sit in their retreat. What I'll do is take the worktop off, fit the ply, fit the sink, put the worktop back over the sink and slide it all in place. That was the issue, me trying to lift the sink in through this hole, and it didn't work, so I'm just not strong enough. Not as strong as I used to be. So on here now I've got to drill a couple of holes just to screw it to the top down there, the base, just so I can so I've got these are the screws here that came out. They're not brilliant, but they do the job. What I'll do is I'll drill the hole, countersink, and then countersink these in. Okay, right, stand by, let's see what we get done today. It's a wee bit messy, I know. However, worktop is now fixed in place. I've got to put a couple of more L clamps in there just to hold it, but that's in. Cooker is in. Needs the gas fitting, the pipe's made, but needs the gas connecting, tightening up. That's all it needs and it's done. Oven box is now in. A couple of dirty hand marks up there. Shelf will get painted, however, at some point. I've got some boards at home. It was the same boards that do the end caps here, the end panels. Look, I've got that, a couple of those at home. One of those is going to make the fascia for this to go. It's only going to be a small fascia, and it's only going to come up to probably about the shelf here. And this top here, there'll be an air vent, so you'll probably only get the bottom L piece. If I can make it right to the top all the way up to there, sorry, I've got the camera down here. If I can make it fit all the way to the top here, I may well do, and cut it flush with the cupboard and flush with the sides here. And then what I'll do is from the back I'll screw it at the top, a couple of little screws through, and then I'll fit a door. I'll cut a hole in it, and I'll have a door there for a cupboard, and I'll use a door. I'll just go to B&Q and get a door like this, that sort of door. That's if I do that. I may just have it open and leave it open. It would mean tidying the roof up a little bit and painting the inside there. And sorry, I'm doing it again. I'm looking but you can't see. So it may mean if I leave it open as pan storage, because that's quite a nice face. That's nicely painted there, that's all right. It would mean tidying up the top here, the roof. Putting a new bit of trim in there just to hide some of the wiring, that's not an issue. And then just giving it a lick of paint. Like I said, I've got to paint the shelf anyway. So the shelf I'm going to have so you can take out. So I may end up cutting that a little bit shorter. And that's only because I want to use it so I can have maintenance on the oven. If I ever need to get the oven out, I need to disconnect that. And if I've screwed the shelves in, I mean I can screw them in as long as I can take them out with a couple of screws, that's fine. Because there's your gas pipe at the back there. That just needs connected in. So I need to put a couple of screws in the back there just to hold it against the back, the gas pipe that is. And then once I've connected the gas up, the oven's ready to go. So that's the cooker and the oven in place now. And this, I don't know if you can see up here, that's screwed in as well. There's a screw there holds it to the side, and there's a screw there holds it to the side. And then, as I say, there's just a fascia board on there somewhere. The fascia board, I will probably end up putting a little bead of glue here, maybe just to hold it in place. Because I can't screw the bottom bit, I can't get to the back to screw it, and I can't do any hidey hole screws. So yeah, but that's in. It's not looking too bad. And there's a little bit of space here, which is nice because that'll be a nice little space to put your washing up liquid and all that sort of stuff, you know, and perhaps, I don't know, a couple of dirty cups or something waiting to be washed. This side I'll leave clear, and then at the back there you'll have like a little spice rack or cooking oils and stuff like that, olive oils and all that sort of stuff for cooking, and some spice jars. About this high up here, so about 6 inches, yeah, so probably about the same height as this, I'd say. I'm going to have if I can, a glass splashback, and I want to get a black one. It doesn't have to be heat proof because it's not going to take any heat, but it'd be nice if we had a glass splashback to here to match up the end of the cupboard there. I don't know yet because I quite like the white, and once the bit of trim, there's some trim here, look, let me just show you. Is that the trim off the side? I do believe it is. Once that's kind of in, it's got nails sticking out, so there's no good using that piece. Oh, they've all got nails sticking out. Okay, fair enough. So the trim will be something like that on the back. Now whether it be light pine trim like I've got, I very much doubt it, because now I've got oak tops here. I'm thinking of changing the trim to oak. So you can get this, these are just like little mouldings. Places like Lowe's in America and B&Q, they all sell these. Your local DIY or your local hardware store, they all sell those bits of trim. There's a place over the road, they sell the bits of trim. They do it mainly in pine, but you can get them in oak. They are a bit expensive, but that's not an issue. But it'd mean changing all these, look, all these bits here and on the roof, unless I can stain them and get them darker to match this, and that's probably what I'll do. Okay, that's looking all right. Sorry I didn't get a chance to record it, but my tripod has decided to kill itself, so my tripod is no longer useful. So I'm using like a little handheld tripod, and it's not great. You can't get the angles right for recording. So sinks in. I don't know if you can see down there. Can you see down there? Not very well. Let me open the door a minute. Try and let a little bit of light in. No, you still can't really see. So you can just about make out there the bit for the oven. What am I saying? The oven. Brain's not working today. So the outlet for the sink, and that'll just get a bit of hose on there now and loop it round, and that'll be plumbed into the outside. If I can get a slightly bigger hose, that's what I'll do, because I've decided now this hose, yeah, it's probably just a little bit too small that I want, because I want the waste to go really quick. I don't want it to get clogged and mess about, so I might try and go the next size up. So I'm going to go now and get some hose, try and get the next size up to this, if they do it. If they don't, I won't be able to, there's no way I can heat that up and stretch it over that hole that I've got. So okay, all right for now. Right then, I best think about connecting the gas pipes. I need to get some little copper clips to hold the gas pipes down, so I've got to do that today as well. So that'll be today's job. All right, excellent. Chat to you soon. Okay, welcome back to the boat. Friday the 22nd. So jobs today. I've been to the plumbers this morning. Little clips to hold the gas pipe, the new gas pipe in place under the hob, and also for the oven. I already had this, but that's the gas pipe connector for the oven to connect the gas pipe up. So today's job is I'm going to go underneath, put some P-clips under there, screw them in, get the pipe nice and tight. Just quickly whip the oven out and not the gas pipe up, but screw the gas pipe in place. What I need to do is find out exactly, mark it, so it's roughly about there somewhere. You guys can't see because it's too dark. So, and then once the oven gas pipe's in place, I can put a P-clip in, and then that's that done. So what I might do is I might leave the oven where it is, just take out this wall here, this partition, just quickly whip that out, screw the P-clip the pipe in place, connect the gas pipe up, put the wall back in, and that's it. I can finish then. That's that done. I'm finished. And then the last job for the day is I want to put a bit more oil on that, because as you can see at the moment, you can see the different colours between that and that, so they need to match, obviously. So that'll be another job for today, is put another coat of oil. That's going to need at least 3 or 4 more coats yet, and in fact that feels a tad rough, so I might give that a light sanding before I oil it today, just to try and get some of that roughness off. But only a short one today. Yeah, so it's Friday. I want to go home, have an early night, have a weekend. And the only trouble is me working nights and the long hours I'm working at the moment. I'm only getting a couple of hours a day at the boat, which is unfortunate. So, but we will get through and get it done. But it's just a couple of hours here and a couple of hours there. That's the only issue. But we'll get it done, we'll get it done. Once the kitchen's finished, I can move on to the bathroom and get the bathroom finished. And then once the kitchen and the bathroom are finished, I can concentrate on other areas of the boat then. And the rest of the boat will be fairly quick, I'd thought. You know, there's nothing technical, it's just woodwork and bits and bobs. The electrical is going to be the worst, installing the solar. That's going to be another hard part. There's a couple of people with expertise on site here. Well, one's on site and then the one's a good friend of mine. So, but we'll get the jobs done. So bear with us and we'll get it done. We've got until next spring, and then once next spring comes, that's when I want to go cruising. So, okay, let's get on with a couple of jobs today and see how far we get. But I'd like to get most of them jobs done today. Not a big list, but we'll get it done. Okay, all right, let's get into it. Okay, gas pipe in, clips also in. You can just see one there, look. Just see it, barely see it, there's a clip in. There's 2 clips in the back now. So before I put all this back together, I'm going to quickly go and turn the gas on and just check this gas joint here for any leaks. So that means getting the leak detector spray out and giving it a quick spray. And while I'm at it, I'll do the same under there for all the stuff I've done under there. So let me dig out the leak detector spray and then we'll go and turn the gas on and we'll have a look. Oh, getting down on the floor. Right, gas is on, so let's have a quick spray now and see what we can find. See, we have a gas leak there, see it? So let's just turn the valve off. Let's see if we can sort that out. We'll try nipping it up first. It might just be that the pipe's not pushed down properly, maybe. Let's just have a quick look, hang on a second. Okay, finally gas tight, from what I can see anyway. That one's gas tight, that's perfect. For some reason under there, the olive on that one wasn't going down. It didn't seem to want to tighten up, but it's tight now. I took it off, had a look at it, cleaned it, put it back on, and it's sealed now. And also this one up here, that one was leaking slightly as well, so I just tightened that up, nipped it up with the pliers and the adjustable spanner, and that's all fine now, and that's leak free now. So I can get in touch with the gas guy now and give him a ring and find out when he's free to come and have a look. So that's that job done. Right, let's get on with putting a little bit of oil on that first, and then we'll build the cabinet back up again. And then hopefully by then we can put another coat of oil on that. So, right, stand by. Okay, that's the cupboard screwed in now anyway. That's all nice and tight. Got the shelf in there. I will paint the shelf at some point, but there's no need to rush to do that. That can be painted anytime really. The oven's in now. So what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a few measurements and look at cutting the board to go over the front of this. So yeah, so I'm going to try and cut it right to the top if I can, up to the very roof. And then have, like I said earlier, a door like this, measure the door up and have one of these shaker doors made, or get one or make one, you know, in the grey to suit it. So let's have a quick look up and measure and see how we get on with that. Trim. Bit dusty still from where I've cut it. So that's what it looks like without the trim. Just pull it off. There you go, that's what it's like without the trim, look. And that's the trim pushed back in place. Nice tight fit. Nice tight fit. It pushes out a little bit here. I think that's just like where it's a close fit up here. It's pushing it out down there. But if I put a little bit of glue and just hold it in place, that'll hold their retreat. This bit here has got to have an air vent in here. So I've got to, at some point, I've got to get a bit of gauze or something, some stainless steel with holes drilled in, and then cut a hole out of this about 2 centimeters, and then cover this. So the front of this will be stainless steel, you know. So, but I need to find something that's relatively attractive before I do that. And then at the bottom there, that will also probably get a small amount of stainless steel just to hide this gap here. So that's what will happen down the bottom there. Yeah, so it's getting there slowly, look, it's getting there. Got a nice little curve on the back, look, so that matches the so that's a curved edge, look, I don't know if you can see that. That's a curved edge, just to match the rest of the units, because all the these boards here that are at the sides, they all have curved edges on. Look, that one's not fitted in, but they all have curved edges, so that matches. That's why I wanted to use the board. And then what I'll probably do is I'll get the other board now, because unfortunately it's 10 centimeters too short, but I might try and fit it in the top here and have it so that it just opens up on like a hinge. Even if it's on like a piano hinge, that might be okay. And then have perhaps some gas struts or something. But we'll see, we'll see. So this is the offcut piece from the bottom board. This is the offcut. However, I've just pushed it out a little bit now. It's a little bit too short, look. Only by about 1 centimetre, which is a shame, because if I'd have known that, I'd have made this board here 1 centimetre bigger. I mean, I probably still could actually, but it just means painting it and screwing it in. But I don't think that would be an issue. So that may be an option, is take this board out here, make it a tad longer, and then just use this as the door. I think it'd look okay. The back side here is going to have a bit of trim on here or something anyway to hide the gap there, look, because the sizes are slightly different. But then you need a bit of trim to hide the end of the ply anyway, so yeah, I think that would be okay on there. I don't think that would be too bad. So let's have a look from further away. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't quite match these doors, look, that's the only thing. It does match, but but the thing is, now this has got a rounded off edge here, the door really needs to have a rounded off edge as well. So I think that's the way forward, is either cut a bigger board or cut a slightly bigger piece to fit in the top here, and then have a piano hinge or something along the top there, or even like a normal cupboard hinge. You know, it wouldn't be that hard to fit in there, I don't think, you know. So okay, it's not looking too bad. It's just very dusty. Very tight area to work and do stuff, so, but you know, it's all fun, it's all part of the fun. Okay guys, okay, so that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Bit of a strange one again, as obviously it's just doing bits here and bits there. That's all it'll be at the moment until I start another big job. The kitchen now is pretty much finished. The water's just got to be plumbed up for the taps when I finish the splashback. Just need to finish that top board there as well, that door, and then that is pretty much the kitchen done, or the galley done, should I say, apart from a few little minor, you know, a bit of whip or something. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you've not subscribed, then please consider doing so, and also if you've got something to say, then please down in the comments, much appreciated. I do like the comments, they keep them coming, I love them, they're absolutely great. And also, if you've enjoyed watching the video, then please give me a thumbs up. And also, if you haven't, then give me a thumbs down. I don't mind. I'm quite happy either way. So interaction is interaction. So good for that. Okay then. All right. Thanks for watching. Take care yourselves, and I'll see you soon. All right. Bye for now.